What up, guys? Confident Mindset here, and today we'll be talking about cryptocurrency and where I think it's going and what coins you should avoid. So, first of all, Bitcoin hit 20K, as we're going to check right now, BTC USD, 20K, and you can see there's a lot of resistance. It hit 20K at the Korean exchange, and now it's dipping back again. I think it's going to hit 30K by end of May next year, 2018. I think we're not going to see as much growth as we did before because of these problems that Bitcoin has: high transaction fees, very slow, network speed to transfer. I think that's going to be really, really troublesome, and I think it's going to hurt Bitcoin now. But I'm still proud of Bitcoin for what it is. It's still hitting all-time highs, and it is the majority, the biggest cryptocurrency out there. So it is helping the altcoins too in some ways. I think this is a very good thing, even though I personally don't like Bitcoin for what it is. So I hope they implement the Lightning Network faster. That'll be very exciting, and we'll see from there. So one thing I really want to talk about is be careful what you put your money to, because lately you can put your money in any freaking cryptocurrency out there and make huge returns. Like, look at this, 32%. Even though REC is legit, look at this, 52%. 32%, 36%, on like things that like we don't even know if real. Like, look at Dogecoin, it's worth almost 1 million, and this is like a legit meme coin. It's just really worrisome how this is worth so much, even though it's supposed to be a joke. Just so much growth on these coins that we don't really know if they're even real in some ways. Like Cardano, for example, it's rank 6. It's worth $12 billion. This is how much it's been circulating. And it's only been around for a few months now. Um, that is just very, very crazy, very weird. Just very a lot of desperation. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of desperation in this. You can see that any type of news just explodes it. So let's look at IOTA, for example. So it used to be like $1.50 pretty recently, and now let's look at it. IOTA. See, so it's been doing okay, and we just hear this huge surge, just because there's a rumor that they're partnering up with Microsoft, and then it turns out they're just talking with Microsoft and a few other companies. So then it started dipping again. Um, but like that type of desperation, like one single news can pump up a coin, double, triple its amount. That should be that's something you should be worried about. The general rules still apply. Only invest how much you're willing to lose. Be careful who you trust out there, and including myself, take everything like as grain of salt, and um, basically do your own research. Be very careful. That's what I really want to say, because just this huge growth, and like, for example, there's a BitConnect coin. How is it worth so much, top 18, when this is literally a Ponzi scheme, by the community? Keyword, by the community. I have my own personal opinions, um, that may or may be different from the community as well. So all these coins are just being hugely exploded on just very small things on like news and such. Um, some of them don't even have a real product, which is really, really terrifying. Like Ripple, for example, I bought it around like July, August-ish, and you can see it didn't make many money. I was like, this is such a stupid coin. And then like, look at this huge, massive growth. This is very unhealthy, just because of the rumor that they're partnering up with Coinbase. This should be something that you guys should be worried about. Just anywhere that there's a lot of greed, that's when you should be fearful, and the vice versa is when there's a lot of fear, that's when you should be greedy. That's generally the rules of Warren Buffett right there. But all these cryptocurrencies are doing so well, and um, it's just why, some of them don't even have a real product, for example, and that should be very eye-opening. Very eye-opening indeed. Like IOTA, Cardano, Ripple, like why are these coins doing so well all of a sudden? Same thing with Litecoin. What's changed? So you have to be really careful. I have not heard any news on this, and it's almost 100% increase. So this is something that we should be very, very worried about. Um, so yeah. Oh, this is so annoying. Anyways, that's kind of what I really want to talk about. Be careful what you put your money into. For the last part, though, what coins do I really like right now? Monero, I really like. They're really transparent. They're working really hard, and it's very cool. I really like what they're doing. Full privacy coin. That should be the way. It might be banned from the government, but we don't know. Another coin I've been really liking is Rayblox. Very fast transactions, no fees. This is one of the best, fastest coins out there. And it has a mentality and focus of do one thing really, really, really well, and it has been. The only issue with this coin, in my opinion, is the exchanges are probably one of the worst. Like BitGrill, for example, is super sketchy. It's always down. It's there's like really stupid requirements like you must withdraw at least $100 every time. Stuff like that is just very, very worrisome, and honestly, it should be taken out. They should improve this. I really like Rec because a lot of, even though they're really new, so this is very, very, very new. We don't even know. Um, it has been a very the team itself has been very reliable. They get a lot of stuff really done. They've just been pumping out so much progress. This team is very hardworking. You can tell they're really into it. So this is why I really like Rec for what it is, even though it's extremely, extremely early in its stage. So be very, very careful um, on what you're purchasing. That's what I'm trying to say. So be very careful with some of these coins. Take everything I say as a grain of salt. Do your own research. But honestly, these coins are... I like those coins, personally speaking, and I'll tell you more in the future. BitConnect, I don't like the forks either. These are kind of stupid in my opinion. But they are worth a lot of money, so it is what it is. So yeah, that's pretty it. What I'm trying to say is be very careful where you're putting your money into. You don't know when it's going to crash. Only put as much as you're willing to invest. And generally speaking, take everything everybody says, including myself, a grain of salt, and do your own research. Because this market is so crazy, so volatile that nobody really knows where it's gonna head. So be very, very careful. So guys, it's been Confident Mindset here. Please leave it down, like, comment down what you want to see next, and subscribe to see more. Bye.